If you are considering moving out of state, whether to Vancouver, Washington from another area or from Vancouver out to another state, this video is for you. I'm going to give you 15 tips for moving out of state. But before I do that, please like this video, subscribe to this channel. It helps me out a ton, and you stay up to date on everything happening here in Vancouver, Washington. Now let's get into those 15 tips on moving out of state. My first tip is going to be finding a job where you're moving to. That might be the reason you're moving. So this first reason, or this first tip, could be a little silly, but just finding a job, or at least having an idea of what you're going to be doing over there, is a great first step. And then once you have that job, you can always ask your employer or your boss to see if they give any form of assistance, relocation assistance, to you for that move, whether that's hiring the movers or extra pay, storage units. There are so many other ways that employers can help the employees get to their new destination and their new location. The third tip is going to be learning about the area. Now, you might already know everything about the area because that is why you're moving to said new area. But the internet is tons of help, and YouTube channels kind of like mine are also a big resource in researching neighborhoods and schools, areas, public transportation, commute times. There is so much data out there, even on realtor sites, that give you tons of insight into the areas, the neighborhoods, and commute and other things that really help decide, given a factor of what you want and where you want to be when you get to that new city. Now you're going to want to find a place to live, whether you're going to be buying or renting, whether that's apartments in town, a detached house that you rent, or talking to a local real estate agent there to help you buy a house over in the new city that you're going to be moving to. If you have a house to sell, your local real estate agent actually can be a resource in finding that next agent, and they would be greatly appreciative if they help find those agents in the new city that you want to relocate to. A lot of offices have nationwide or worldwide networks that they can find very easily and get you in contact with somebody over there. Then you'll also be able to have an insider with feet on the ground, looking at houses and looking at areas that they've been more accustomed to, they have more experience with, and they'll be able to help you decide on what is the best area to live. And the fifth tip is going to be creating a moving budget. If you're doing the move yourself, you can definitely keep costs at a minimum, but if you're going to be hiring a moving company or getting a storage facility or other things like that, expenses can stack up quickly, and you will want to have a budget in mind so you don't go over that and create further trouble and further issues down the road. Now, choosing a moving company is also number 6. So this is another really good resource that other realtors or other things can steer you in ways of moving companies that they like to work with. For example, here in Vancouver, I personally like to use Miracle Man Movers. They are super personal, super great, and I have a good relationship standing with them, and I can link their website down in the description. Whether you're moving to Vancouver or moving out of Vancouver, they can help you out a ton. Tip number 7 is going to be transferring your professional license. Whether you're a nurse or a real estate agent, a lawyer, anybody who holds a license to a specific state, you might need to transfer that and work on getting that license renewed and over in the new state that you're going to be living in. And then number 8 is going to be buying packing supplies. Whether the movers like Miracle Man Movers or somebody else in another state, another city are going to be packing for you, or you're going to be packing yourself, you'll want to get some materials and start packing up your house and getting those supplies, which also pairs with number 9, which is start packing the house. Strip down the house to the bare essentials and get all that stuff put in the garage or put into a spare room or put somewhere in the corner so it's out of the way, and you can distill your life down to the basics, and it creates moving so much easier. Number 10 is going to be pack a suitcase. This is going to be with you while all your other clothes and all your other stuff goes and moves. You can keep a suitcase with you with your bare essentials and all your clothes that you'll need and everything else with you on hand. This is going to be very useful, and this is your livelihood right now. 11 is going to be making arrangements with your car. So are you going to be taking your car? Are you going to be driving it? Are you going to be shipping it? Are you just going to be selling it and buying another one in another state? These are all different options. So making those arrangements and setting that up for you so you have your car as long as possible, or getting it licensed and everything over there and registered in the new state is going to take some time. So you want to start that sooner. 12, now forward your mail. Even if you're going to a place and you know you're buying or you know you're renting a place, it's always nice to have a PO box or another little detached place, because once you get over there, you might decide after 6 months you're moving apartments and other things, but your PO box or your little mailbox can always stay there in the same location, and you can just forward everything to that and then just go pick it up, which also creates a little safe haven for when packages are dropped. They're not going to be at any risk to be stolen off the porch or anything like that, but forward your mail from your old address to the new address. And tip number 13 is going to be register to vote as a new voter in a new state. This is very simple. Just go online and follow those steps and register to vote in your new state that you're going to be living in. And then number 14 is also updating your license and your registration and everything to move over fully into that new state. There are guidelines that you're going to have to follow, but it's really going to help get everything over there, and getting a license in the state that you are going to be living in is huge. And then 15 is just going to be living in that city, exploring and making new friends and starting that new life in the new city that you're moving to. And that's going to be the most rewarding aspect, is once you get over there, you're able now to be that new person that you're wanting to in the new city, in the new area. Those are my 15 tips on what it takes to move out of state and move to a new city. It's a lot. It's a big step. It's a big move. A lot of people are scared of it, and a lot of people don't do it. But if you have any questions about buying or selling here in Vancouver, please reach out to me. All my information is down in the description of this video. If you have moved out of state or you are thinking about moving here to Vancouver, please reach out to me. I would love to answer any questions you may have about the area and be your local resource. So please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and until then, I will see you in the next one.